Hello! Well, here we go. It's the 1986 Mexico World Cup Panini Sticker album. We're going to go through the whole thing, looking at each of the country's teams. If you remember the 86 World Cup, some of the players' pictures might bring back some fond or not so fond memories. Anyway, let's take a look at the front. We've got the 1986 FIFA World Cup official logo here. The flags of all the countries that took part around the edge there. And this guy at the bottom is the official mascot. His name is PK. He's a jalapeno pepper with a moustache, wearing a sombrero and the Mexican football team colours. The name PK comes from picante, a Spanish word meaning spicy. This little fella caused a bit of controversy within Mexico for its ethnic stereotypes. Now then, before we dive into the album, let me give you a bit of info about the whole tournament itself. 24 teams took part across 12 venues. Argentina won the competition for the second time in their history. The runners-up were West Germany, with France finishing third and Belgium fourth. 52 matches were played, 132 goals were scored, 2,394,000 fans attended all the matches in total. Gary Lineker scored the most goals, 6 in total, and was awarded the Golden Boot. And Diego Maradona was voted the best player of the tournament. 3 national teams qualified for the tournament for the first time. They were Canada, Denmark and Iraq. Also, the Mexico World Cup was famous for allegedly inventing or popularizing the now famous Mexican wave. Anyway, let's open this up and have a look at the album and the stickers. Alright, hopefully you'll be able to see both pages when they're fully open. There we go, that's the first page. 3 Mexico World Cup stickers there. PK on the right. Can you see that? And obviously the trophy in the middle. The prize everybody is after. Stickers showing the previous World Cup tournaments, starting with Uruguay and then going all the way down here to Spain, 1982. On this side we can see some of the venues that held the matches. The Estadio Azteca 2000, that's where the final was played. It says there it holds 110,000 fans. Okay, let's get into it. Up first, Team Italy. Says there, Italy qualified automatically as world champions. So they won the World Cup in 1982. Let me try and adjust the light here so you can get all the players without the light shining too much. That dude there. Okay, let's have a look. Carlo Ancelotti, I recognise. Bruno Conti, Paolo Rossi. Anyone else? There's names on here that I should know and I don't. But being an England fan, I concentrated on them back in the 86 World Cup. Anyway, let's carry on. Bulgaria next. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea who these players are on these pages. Let me know in the comments down below if you know any of these guys. Now then, Argentina, the winners of the trophy that particular year, mainly due to the fact that this gentleman here, Diego Maradona, was their linchpin. Probably player of the tournament, to be honest. He scored 2 outrageous goals against England in the quarterfinals. The first being the Hand of God, the famous goal that wasn't actually a goal. He handballed the ball into the net, beating, who was it? Shilton, who was the keeper at the time. Anyway, that was it. That was the famous Hand of God goal that he scored. The referee said he didn't see it was a handball, and, well, that was it. He let it stick. But then, I can't deny he did score an outrageously brilliant goal against England. He picked the ball up from about halfway line, beat 5 of our players, and slotted it home. So yeah, that was, I think, goal of the tournament. Alright, let's move on. South Korea and Iraq. I think South Korea went out in the first round, as did Iraq. They were the new boys on the scene. Alright. Mexico qualified automatically as host nation. I recognise Hugo Sanchez, probably their most famous player in the Mexican squad, and Javier Aguirre there, and Manuel Negrete. He scored a fabulous goal. I think it was against Belgium. It was a scissor kick style goal. And didn't Javier, I'm sure he managed Mexico in the 2002 World Cup as well. Belgium are up next. They finished 4th in the tournament, so they did really well. Paraguay up next. I'll be honest, I don't know a single player. Moving on to France, who finished 3rd in the tournament. There we can see Michel Platini, an outrageously skillful player at the time. Who else do I recognise? Jean Tigana, here at the bottom. And I thought, wasn't Jean-Pierre Papin around at this time too? Maybe not if he's not here. But it would have been around that time. Russia, or the Soviet Union as they were. And again, I don't think I recognise any player on this team. Hungary next. Pretty much the same, to be honest. I don't know anyone, but I'm sure you do. Canada and Algeria are up. Canada, the new boys, and both teams were knocked out in the first round, both Canada and Algeria. Brazil now. Let's just straighten this out a little bit. The big boys of the World Cup, having already won it 3 times before. Who have we got? Zico, Socrates, Junior, Falco. Wasn't Zico known as the White Pele at the time? I think he was. He was just an awesome creative playmaker and a free kick specialist. Socrates as well. He used to wear a headband. I mean, you definitely want those 2 players in your side. Which doesn't diminish the ability of the other guys here. It's just that those two are bloody awesome. Moving on to Spain now. Knocked out in the quarter-finals. Northern Ireland next. Let me just move that light back a little bit again. Who have we got? We've got Sammy McIlroy, Norman Whiteside, Pat Jennings, David McCreary. Some of the players that I recognise. Okay. Well, there you have it. West Germany. Immediately, Lothar Matthäus, Rudi Völler, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Andreas Bremmer. I don't see, there's no sign of Jürgen Klinsmann in this team at the moment, but he certainly played in the next World Cup, the 1990 World Cup. And again, justifiably, this team made it all the way to the final and played Argentina. Some big names here. Uruguay. Winners of the first ever World Cup back in 1930. Scotland. Knocked out in the first round. And to be honest, I don't know why they were, because Gordon Strachan, Speedy, Kenny Dalglish, who else have we got? Graham Souness, Jim Leighton, Steve Nicol, Frank McAvenny, Archibald, McLeish. Have I said him already? I don't know. But some big names there, talented players. And yeah, to be honest, it was a shame that they went out in the first round. Denmark next, again, the new boys to the tournament, knocked out in the last 16 by Spain. To be honest, I only know 3 names from this set of players. Jesper Olsen, a very young looking Michael Laudrup there, and Jan Molby, who used to play for Liverpool, down at the bottom left here. Poland now, knocked out in the last 16. Do you recognise any of the names and faces? Portugal. Knocked out in the first round in this World Cup, and I can tell you something, they were not happy about it at all. Okay. Yes, now we come to England. If you're English, you should recognise most of the names on here. Now this was a particularly harsh tournament for Ray Wilkins. He got a red card in one of the matches, I don't remember which, and was never chosen to play for England again. As previously mentioned, Gary Lineker won the Golden Boot. He scored 6 goals in the tournament. And as I mentioned before, we were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Argentina, but we would go on to reach the semi-finals in the next World Cup, the 1990 World Cup. And on the last page here, we've got, who have we got? We've got Morocco. They made it to the last 16, but were knocked out by West Germany. And that's the back page of the sticker album. Well, there you go. I thought I'd bring you something different for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed looking at the different football stickers. Have you got this sticker album from Mexico '86? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, thanks for watching if you have. If you've liked this video, then please do subscribe to the channel. Here are a few other videos that I've made that I'm sure you'll enjoy, so please do click on them and check them out. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, bye for now.